Hello, my name is Adelina and I'm from the Learning Centre at Royal Central. I'm here to help you identify what plagiarism is. Some of these examples may be pretty obvious to you, but there may be other more subtle forms of plagiarism that you might have overlooked. Obviously, copying something word for word without acknowledging the source is plagiarism. So is claiming sole credit for an idea that was developed in collaboration with someone else as your own. That's collusion. But what if I were to take the third or fourth word of a quote and substitute it with something similar? Yeah, that is inappropriate paraphrasing and is definitely considered plagiarism because I didn't come up with the original material and there's no way of telling if I really understood it. But what if I were to copy part of my work from another unit but not mention that I've used the same idea somewhere else? Yes, I would be plagiarizing myself and I would not be demonstrating my own unique perspective of this unit. But what if I were to quote something from a lecture that I heard or a performance that I'd seen without acknowledging the lecturer or the creators of the work? Yes, that would be plagiarism because I'd be taking someone else's idea and passing it off as my own. The same goes if I were to borrow lecture notes from a friend and quote them without citing the lecturer. According to plagiarism.org, the definition of plagiarism is the reproduction or appropriation of someone else's work without proper attribution, passing off as one's own work the work of someone else. There are many more types of plagiarism at the link below, and I would highly recommend that you take the time to read it to get a better understanding of what plagiarism is. As we get to number 9, the aggregator, and number 10, retweet, the difference between referencing existing ideas already in the field and plagiarism becomes less clear. How then can one avoid plagiarism? Well, there's lots of practical tips offered on plagiarism.org under its prevention section, like taking effective notes. Basically, noting down the author, the year, and the page as you are reading, not waiting until you write your essay to find it. You can also use Turnitin to check for sources you might have used within your essay but forgot to acknowledge. Turnitin also checks your essay with essays submitted by other students for similarities, highlighting them so you can fix them. Naturally, because you have attended the same lectures and read the same material as other students in your unit, there will be some degree of similarity. But you can just read through it, fix what you need, and ignore the rest. You can submit an essay once every 24 hours, which means from 10 p.m. today to 10 p.m. tomorrow. If you'd like to reference an idea you heard in a lecture or a game that you played in class, do check with your tutor and follow Central's academic referencing guidelines found via LearnZone on the Learning Center page under Learning Skills Resources, Writing. The most important thing to remember is that your essay is supposed to reflect your understanding. So show off your knowledge of the field and any new insight you might have gained from your familiarity with the broad discipline. Get into the habit of taking effective notes that reflect your understanding and apply this to your own practice so you'll be less likely to be guilty of plagiarism and more likely to discover new knowledge and insight from your learning process. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video identifying different types of plagiarism. I hope you found it useful. Do remember to check out the Learning Center's online resources for more tips on reading, writing, and using freely available online tools to organize and present your work. You can also book a seat at our next group session via our group sessions page on LearnZone.